As you know, one of the attractive features of Excel is the ability to easily copy a formula from one cell to another. So we're going back to the example, and we have the number of items in an order stored in D and the unit cost of those items stored in column E. And then we can calculate the cost of the order by multiplying D for F2 by multiplying D2 by E2. And as you know, if we drag this formula down, we look here, then it kind of adapts the cells we're looking at. So in F6, for example, this formula becomes D6 times E6. The reference to D2 and E2 and F2 is called relative. You could regard the formula in F2 as saying, multiply the values in the two cells to the left of me and make this my value. It's this formula that gets dragged down into, for example, F6, and you can say that the formula in F6 essentially multiplies the values in the two cells to the left of it, that is D6 and E6, and makes it the value of F6. In most cases, relative references are exactly what you want. However, in some rare cases, you do not want the numbers of the cells that are referenced in the formula to change when you drag that formula from one cell to another. So suppose that we have a fixed shipping charge that we stored in I2. And then we can calculate the total cost of an order by taking the cost and adding the fixed shipping charge. So that looks fine, but now when we drag this down, we actually get the wrong results. So we do this and we drag it down, then you see that the formula we get, for example, in G6 is F6 plus I6, and I6 is empty. We really want this to be I2. Now, the easiest way to fix this is to make the reference in to I2 in G2 a absolute reference. And the way you do that is to put a dollar sign before and after the name of the column. Now nothing will change in G2, but now see what happens when we drag this down. You see that we now get the same I2 being added to all of the formulas. Now what we still need to do is now reformat the currency columns. And now we have the currency columns formatted correctly as well. So the point is that if you want to drag down a formula and you don't want to change one of the cells, then make it an absolute reference, and you do that by putting the dollar sign in front and after the column name.